Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. 6 stories. 1 uncomfortable pattern. Behind the lights, there are shadows we rarely see. Tonight, we honor talent gone too soon, and ask a kinder question. How do we make sure no one else is left alone in the dark? This video is a memorial and conversation about artists' well-being. We will not show graphic content, we will avoid blame. And where claims are unverified, we'll say so. Our aim is simple. Respect the departed and protect the living. Parasocial bonds begin as quiet, private rituals. The late-night performance that steadies a weary mind. The lyric that seems to recognize your hidden grief. The familiar face that feels like company even when the room is empty. There is no shame in this closeness. It is, at heart, a human response to artistry. But when loss strikes or rumors swell, that tenderness can harden into speculation and noise. The task before us is to convert the warmth of feeling into the clarity of care, to move deliberately from parasocial attachment to prosocial action. That shift starts with restraint. Give news the dignity of time. A simple 24-hour pause cools the impulse to fill the gaps with guesswork and allows verified information to surface. Then speak with purpose. Imagine that every comment must pass 3 gates. Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it sourced? If it fails any gate, it does not serve the living or honor the departed. Communities flourish when leaders model the tone. Moderators can pin a gentle frame. Condolences first, speculation never. And remove language that trades in fear or accusation. Viewers can sustain that frame by highlighting stories of craft, discipline, and mentorship, rather than repeating fragments that injure without enlightening. The energy of fans is vast. It deserves practical pathways. A kindness protocol can be announced in the description box. Where to find general mental health resources by region, how to contact support lines, when the channel will pause uploads after distressing news, and how comment sections will be stewarded. A community toolkit, downloadable and printable, can teach families and local groups to discuss sensitive topics with composure. What we know, what we do not, what help looks like. Even small rituals matter. A monthly digital vigil, a candle on a windowsill, a single sentence of gratitude for an artist who walked with you through a hard season. These actions convert private feeling into public gentleness. Finally, make the shift measurable. Keep a record of response times, moderation outcomes, and resource clicks. Publish a short note so the audience sees that care is not a slogan but a system. Parasocial affection is not a weakness. Properly tended, it becomes a civic strength. An ethic of patience, verification, and compassion that protects the people who give us their best work and ensures that, when the lights dim, we are the ones holding them steady. Real care in this industry will never be a slogan. It is the quiet discipline of systems that work every ordinary day. Start with a 48-hour pause after any serious incident. No trailers, no teasers, no live appearances. In that window, the agency issues a simple well-being bulletin, who is checking in, what workload is being reduced, which support lines are active when the next update lands. Make it auditable. Timestamps, named roles, a public checklist that fans and partners can verify. Build a buddy system that is independent of management hierarchy, so every artist has a trained peer who can escalate concerns without fear of retaliation. Set minimum rest rules across filming, touring, and press. No back-to-back overnight shoots without a 12-hour recovery gap. Cap travel legs. Require fatigue risk assessments and short debriefs after intense scenes. Put money where the promises are. Fund confidential counseling with external providers. Guarantee privacy by default. And publish aggregate usage data so the community sees that support is real. Train managers in trauma-informed communication. Teach crews how to spot warning signs. Practice crisis drills twice a year with tabletop exercises and after-action reports. Introduce a quarterly quiet week with no promotional demands, agreed at contract stage, and allow artists to bank and use days. Make set hygiene boringly excellent. A green room standard for food, hydration, quiet zones, and a protocol for intrusive media that places the duty of refusal on staff, not the artist. For risk work, stunts, emotionally taxing scenes require written consent refreshed on the day, with the right to stop without penalty and an independent advocate on call. Create a whistleblower channel to a third-party ombuds and publish the number of submissions and resolutions, not the names. Turn calendars into safeguards. Red flag weeks where personal anniversaries or bereavements require lighter loads, and amber weeks when major releases intensify pressure and extra support is scheduled in advance. Measure everything that matters and nothing that shames. Hours, breaks, escalations, outcomes, resource clicks. Share quarterly scorecards so standards survive leadership changes. These practices are not glamorous, but they are the difference between goodwill and governance. Boring is the point. The checklists free people to be human. The metrics keep compassion honest. And the predictability of care allows talent to give their best work without gambling their health to do so. A global audience is not a crowd. It is a constellation of households, languages, and habits, each with the power to turn sympathy into care where it actually counts. The first step is to act locally with international courtesy. When distressing news travels, resist the urge to translate and amplify rumors across borders. Instead, wait for statements from recognized outlets in the country concerned and add context from your own region, only when it clarifies rather than inflames. If you post, let your words be brief, dignified, and culturally aware. In some places, directness signals respect. In others, restraint does. Remember that families and colleagues may be reading in their second or third language. Choose clarity over flourish, and avoid idioms that bend meaning in translation. If you moderate a community, set a visible standard for talk that comforts rather than speculates, and offer alternatives that genuinely help. Links to public, non-clinical well-being resources in your nation, information lines run by governments or reputable charities, and basic guidance on sleep, boundaries, and digital hygiene. If you organize events, keep them simple and safe. A digital vigil once a month, a minute of silence before a live stream, a charitable collection for arts education or mental health literacy in your city. The quiet ritual matters because it draws the eye away from the churn of speculation and towards acts that leave a trace of good. Local action also means writing to broadcasters, platforms, and agencies in your jurisdiction and asking measured questions about safeguards. Do they honor cooling off periods, provide independent counseling, and publish clear crisis protocols? Be specific and courteous and keep a record of replies. Accountability thrives where attention is patient. In your own feeds, model the behavior you wish to see. Credit original reporting rather than screenshots. Avoid graphic thumbnails, and refuse headlines that reach beyond confirmed facts. If you translate, include a note that you have preserved caution where the source was cautious. If you teach or mentor, give younger viewers a short routine for hard stories. Pause, check two sources, ask what help looks like here and now. And if you are far from the country in pain, remember that proximity is not virtue. Compassion is. The goal is not to speak the loudest, but to leave the gentlest footprint. Fewer rumors, more resources. Fewer accusations, more assurances. Less heat, more light. In that posture, global viewers become guardians of local dignity, and grief finds its way to meaning. Media literacy at its best is not cynicism. It is care expressed as method. Begin with patience. Breaking reports are almost always incomplete, and time is the cheapest, kindest tool we have. Let the first wave pass. Then ask disciplined questions. What is confirmed by whom and how is it verified? Prefer original reporting over screenshots, full statements over clipped quotes, context over sensation. Treat every claim as a draft until two reputable sources converge. Examine language the way a craftsman checks a blade. Does it cut truth or merely provoke adrenaline? Notice when headlines lean on fear, when speculation is dressed as certainty, when a single image is made to carry more weight than it can bear. Before you share, consider your intent, to inform, to comfort, or to inflame. If you cannot name a constructive purpose, close the tab. Keep a simple household routine for difficult stories. Pause for a day, check twice, speak gently. Teach the young that dignity is part of accuracy because people live inside these paragraphs. And hold yourself accountable in public. Correct mistakes, credit sources, refuse graphic bait. This calm practice does not dilute empathy. It protects it. ensuring our attention becomes a shelter rather than a storm. Grief asks for silence first and then for shape. We light a candle, we pause the feed, we speak a name with care. But mourning becomes meaning only when our tenderness hardens into reliable habit. That is how tribute turns into protection. We can start small and keep it steady. Channels declare cooling-off periods after distressing news. Agencies publish quiet, factual bulletins. Fans practice a 24-hour wait before comment. We teach ourselves to honor the living as fiercely as we honor the lost, by defending rest, by questioning unhealthy schedules, by celebrating craft rather than consumption. Communities can keep a simple ledger of kindness that does not name or shame. How quickly rumors were corrected, how many resources were signposted, how often the conversation returned to dignity. Families and friend groups can adopt a ritual of gratitude. One sentence each month for the artists who carried us through hard seasons, because gratitude anchors memory without exploiting pain. None of this is dramatic, and that is its strength. When care becomes predictable, people grow safer inside it. Let the legacy of those we miss be measured in pauses taken, boundaries kept, systems improved. Let our attention be the harbor where storms break harmlessly, and where tomorrow's artists can return, whole. If this message resonates with you, please subscribe to Update X24H, tap the bell, and share this video with someone who cares about artists' well-being. Thank you for watching, for your kindness, and for keeping our community respectful. Stay gentle, and stay with us for more thoughtful stories.